Beyond the veil of ancient wisdom, what the 7 sacred portals reveal about your quantum destiny. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the subtle currents that flow through your being. Ancient sages understood what modern science is only beginning to glimpse. That within your physical form lie 7 sacred gateways, spinning wheels of light that connect you to the infinite cosmos itself. These are not mere symbols or metaphors, but actual energetic vortexes that quantum field reveals as the very architecture of your soul's destiny. Tonight, we journey beyond the limitations of ordinary perception to explore these mystical centers that the Vedas described over 3 millennia ago, where consciousness meets matter, where your deepest purpose intersects with the universal flow of creation itself. The root portal, your anchor to universal foundation. Deep within the base of your spine lies the Muladhara, the first sacred portal that ancient texts describe as your connection to the primordial creative force. 8. Modern researchers have discovered something remarkable. This energy center aligns precisely with the adrenal glands, those powerful endocrine structures that govern your survival instincts and stress responses. 3. But the quantum shamans of old knew something far more profound. This chakra serves as your energetic root system, connecting you not just to your physical survival, but to your genealogical destiny and the very earth consciousness itself. When this portal spins freely, you become grounded in unshakable knowing. Your life force, what the ancients called prana, flows through specific channels, the Ida and Pingala nadis, creating a divine dance of solar and lunar energies that awakens your Sushumna, the central column of light. This is where your destiny begins to unfold. For without this foundational connection to the Earth's magnetic field, your higher chakras cannot fully activate their cosmic potential. The energetic signatures indicate that this chakra vibrates at the frequency of deep red light, resonating with the element of Earth and the primordial sound Lam. Ancient sages understood that when you chant this sacred vibration, you literally attune your cellular structure to the planet's own electromagnetic pulse. Modern biofield science is beginning to validate what mystics have known for millennia, that our bodies exist within an interconnected web of subtle energies that extend far beyond our physical boundaries. Those whose root chakra pulses with vitality often find themselves naturally drawn to work with the land, to understand genealogy, or to serve as anchors of stability for others. These souls carry within their DNA the memory of ancient earth wisdom, and their very presence can ground and stabilize the energy fields of entire communities. Yet when this portal becomes blocked by fear or disconnection from nature, the entire energetic system becomes unstable, creating ripples of anxiety and insecurity that permeate every aspect of existence. The quantum mystery behind this energy center reveals itself when we understand that it operates as a transformer, stepping down the infinite cosmic energy into frequencies that can be safely integrated by the human nervous system. Through practice of meditation, yoga, and conscious breathing, you can learn to direct this foundational energy with the precision of a master electrician working with divine current. The Sacral Sanctuary, gateway to creative manifestation, rising like a sacred flame from your lower abdomen. The Svadhisthana chakra emerges as the portal of pure creative potential. This is where the universe expresses its infinite capacity for pleasure, beauty, and manifestation through your human experience. Ancient wisdom traditions recognize this center as the seat of the water element, flowing and adaptive, connecting you to the lunar cycles and the feminine principle of creation itself. What makes this energy center particularly fascinating is its association with what Eastern traditions call the chakra of enjoyment. But this joy extends far beyond mere physical pleasure. When properly activated, this portal becomes a cosmic generator of artistic expression, emotional intelligence, and the sacred ability to birth new realities into existence. The energetic frequency here resonates with orange light and the primordial sound, VAM, creating vibrational patterns that literally restructure your relationship with creativity and abundance. Modern research into the subtle body reveals that this chakra corresponds with the reproductive organs and the lumbar nerve plexus. But ancient sages understood something far more profound. This is where your soul's creative blueprint intersects with your physical capacity to manifest. When you learn to consciously direct energy, through this portal, you gain access to what yogic traditions call the chakra of holding bliss, the ability to sustain ecstatic states while remaining fully grounded in practical reality. The sacred geometry of the center reveals itself as a six-petaled lotus, each petal representing a different aspect of creative expression: affection, pitilessness, feeling of all destructiveness, delusion, disdain, and suspicion. These seemingly negative qualities are actually shadow aspects that, when properly integrated, become the raw material for authentic artistic expression and emotional mastery. The quantum field reveals that transformation occurs not by avoiding these energies, but by learning to alchemically transmute them into higher frequencies of creative power. Those whose sacral chakra flows freely often find themselves naturally gifted in the arts, skilled at reading emotional undercurrents, and capable of manifesting their visions with seemingly magical ease. They understand intuitively that reality is fundamentally malleable, that consciousness creates form, and that joy is not a luxury, but a sacred technology for reality creation. When this portal becomes blocked by guilt, shame, or creative repression, the soul's capacity for manifestation diminishes, creating patterns of lack, emotional numbness, and disconnection from life's natural rhythms. The mystical teachings reveal that through specific breathing techniques, sacred movement, and conscious pleasure practices, you can awaken this chakra to its full potential, becoming a conscious co-creator with the universe's infinite creative intelligence. The solar nexus, your personal power portal. In the sacred space above your navel, the Manipura chakra blazes like an inner sun, radiating the golden frequencies of personal power and divine will. 13. This is where your individual consciousness learns to wield cosmic fire, transforming raw energy into directed intention and manifested reality. Ancient texts describe this as the chakra of manifestation, and modern energy workers are discovering that it operates as the central processing unit for your entire energetic system. The element of fire rules this domain, and its sacred sound RAM creates vibrational patterns that activate your digestive fire, not just for physical food, but for processing all forms of energy and experience. Quantum field dynamics reveal that this chakra functions as a powerful transformer, taking the foundational earth energy from your root and the flowing creative energy from your sacral center, then alchemically combining them into focused willpower and personal sovereignty. What makes this energy center particularly significant is its connection to your sense of identity and personal agency in the world. When this portal spins freely, you embody what ancient sages called spiritual warrior consciousness, the ability to remain centered in your truth while navigating the complexities of earthly existence. This is where courage originates, where self-confidence becomes unshakable, and where your soul's mission begins to crystallize into concrete action. The esoteric teachings reveal that this chakra governs not only your digestive system and solar plexus nerve network, but also your relationship with power itself. Those with a strongly activated third chakra naturally assume leadership roles, demonstrate unwavering confidence in their abilities, and possess an almost magnetic capacity to influence their environment. They understand intuitively that true power comes not from domination, but from perfect alignment with cosmic will. Modern research into psychoneuroimmunology supports what mystics have long known, that emotional states directly influence physical health, and the solar plexus chakra serves as the primary processing center for this mind-body connection. When you experience shame, powerlessness, or victim consciousness, this energy center contracts, creating digestive issues, chronic fatigue, and a pervasive sense of life happening to you rather than through you. The sacred geometry here reveals itself as a 10-petaled lotus, each petal representing different aspects of personal power: spiritual ignorance, thirst, jealousy, treachery, shame, fear, disgust, delusion, foolishness, and sadness, like the sacral chakra. These shadow qualities become the raw material for transformation when properly understood and integrated. Through practices of breathwork, visualization, and conscious action, you can awaken this solar center to its full radiance, becoming a beacon of inspired leadership and authentic personal power. The heart bridge, portal between earth and heaven. At the center of your chest lies the Anahata, the heart chakra that serves as the bridge between your earthly incarnation and your cosmic destiny on 13. This sacred portal vibrates with the frequency of unconditional love, operating as the central processing unit for your entire emotional and spiritual evolution. Ancient wisdom traditions recognize this as the point where human consciousness transcends personal concerns and awakens to universal compassion. The profound mystery of this energy center reveals itself in its sacred geometry. A 12-petaled lotus containing two intersecting triangles that form the Star of David. The upward-pointing triangle represents your lower three chakras' earthly energies ascending toward divine consciousness, while the downward-pointing triangle channels celestial frequencies into your physical experience. This symbolic representation indicates that the heart chakra literally contains the energies of all other chakras, functioning as a unified field where heaven and earth converge. What makes this portal particularly significant is its association with the element of air and the sacred sound Yam. When you chant this primordial vibration, you attune your cardiovascular system to cosmic rhythms, creating coherence between your heart's electromagnetic field and the universal field of love itself. Modern research confirms that the heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the human body, extending several feet beyond the physical form and influencing the energy fields of everyone around you. The quantum field reveals that this chakra operates as a sophisticated reception and transmission station for emotional and spiritual information. Those with an open heart center possess natural empathic abilities, can sense the emotional states of others across vast distances, and often receive profound spiritual insights through direct heart knowing rather than mental analysis. They understand that love is not merely an emotion, but a fundamental force of creation, the binding energy that holds the cosmos together. Ancient sages understood that heart chakra activation represents a crucial evolutionary threshold. Below this center, consciousness remains primarily concerned with survival, pleasure, and personal power. Above this center, awareness expands to include wisdom, expression, and spiritual connection. The heart serves as the gateway through which human consciousness transcends individual concerns and awakens to its universal nature. When this portal flows freely, you embody what mystics call Christ consciousness or Buddha nature, the ability to love unconditionally while maintaining appropriate boundaries, to feel deep compassion without becoming overwhelmed by others' pain, and to recognize the divine essence within all beings. When blocked by grief, betrayal, or emotional armor, this center contracts, creating not only cardiovascular issues, but also a profound sense of isolation and spiritual disconnection. The sacred teachings reveal that through practices of loving kindness, meditation, breath work focused on the heart region, and conscious acts of service, you can awaken this central portal to its full luminosity, becoming a living transmission of divine love in human form. The throat gateway, portal of truth and divine expression, rising like a crystal column of light through your throat region. The Vishuddha chakra emerges as the sacred portal where your soul's truth finds expression in the physical realm. This energy center governs not merely speech and communication, but the profound mystery of how consciousness translates into form, how the unmanifest becomes manifest through the power of sound and vibration. Ancient wisdom traditions understood this chakra as the chakra of enjoyment in its highest form, the pure joy that arises when your authentic truth flows unobstructed through your being. The element of ether or space rules this domain, indicating that this portal operates in the realm where pure potential begins to take shape. The sacred sound heartbeating creates vibrational patterns that purify not only your physical throat and thyroid gland, but also the subtle channels through which divine inspiration flows. What makes this energy center particularly fascinating is its function as a bridge between the heart's wisdom and the mind's intelligence. When properly activated, the throat chakra becomes a translation device, converting the heart's intuitive knowing into words, sounds, and expressions that can be shared with others. This is where artistic inspiration crystallizes into music, poetry, and spoken wisdom. This is where prophetic vision becomes teaching and healing presence. The quantum field reveals that this portal operates as a sophisticated resonance chamber, amplifying certain frequencies while filtering out others. Those with an awakened throat chakra naturally speak with authority and authenticity, their words carrying a vibrational quality that can heal trauma, inspire transformation, and even alter the molecular structure of matter itself. They understand that sound is the primary creative force in the universe, that in the beginning was the word, and that through conscious speech, we participate directly in the ongoing creation of reality. Modern research into somatics, the study of how sound creates form, supports what ancient sages knew intuitively, that specific frequencies can literally reshape matter, heal diseased tissue, and create new patterns of organization in biological systems. The throat chakra serves as your personal access point to this creative power, allowing you to consciously participate in the universe's ongoing symphony of creation. When this portal flows freely, you become a clear channel for divine truths, speaking with wisdom that seems to arise from beyond your personal knowledge, singing with voice that touches souls, creating with words that manifest new realities. You understand that silence is as important as sound, that the spaces between words carry as much meaning as the words themselves, and that true communication occurs not just through language, but through the energetic frequency behind your expression. When blocked by lies, suppressed truth, or fear of authentic expression, this center contracts, creating not only physical throat ailments, but also a profound sense of voicelessness and creative stagnation. The sacred teachings reveal that through practices of chanting, truthful expression, and conscious silence, you can awaken this portal to its full luminosity, becoming a living vessel for divine communication. The third eye portal, gateway to cosmic vision. Between your physical eyes and the sacred space of your forehead lies the Ajna chakra, the mystical third eye that serves as your portal into dimensions beyond ordinary perception. 8317. This energy center operates as your cosmic reception dish, receiving transmissions from parallel realities, accessing the Akashic records, and providing direct insight into the hidden patterns that govern existence itself. Ancient sages understood this chakra as the seat of wisdom and intuitive knowing, the point where individual consciousness merges with universal intelligence. Unlike the other energy centers, the third eye chakra has no associated element, existing in the realm of pure consciousness where matter and energy reveal their fundamental unity. The sacred sound resonates through this portal, attuning your pineal gland to cosmic frequencies and activating your capacity for clairvoyant perception. What makes this energy center particularly profound is its function as a gateway between your rational mind and your intuitive knowing. When properly activated, the third eye transcends the limitations of linear thinking, accessing information through direct perception rather than logical analysis. This is where visionary artists receive their inspiration, where healers diagnose illness through energetic sight, and where mystics glimpse the underlying unity that connects all existence. The quantum field reveals that this portal operates through mechanisms that modern science is only beginning to understand. The pineal gland, long dismissed as a vestigial organ, is now recognized as a sophisticated crystalline structure capable of responding to electromagnetic fields, producing DMT, the spirit molecule, and regulating circadian rhythms according to celestial cycles. Ancient traditions call this the seat of the soul, and emerging research suggests they may have been remarkably accurate. Those with an awakened third eye naturally perceive the energy fields around living beings, receive information through dreams and meditation, and often demonstrate psychic abilities that transcend conventional explanation. They understand that a reality extends far beyond the visible spectrum, that consciousness is not produced by the brain, but channels through it, and that time and space are constructs that can be transcended through expanded awareness. The sacred geometry of this center reveals itself as a two-petaled lotus, representing the union of opposites, masculine and feminine, active and receptive, known and unknown. This symbolic structure indicates that third eye activation requires balancing polarities within consciousness, transcending dualistic thinking while maintaining practical functionality in the physical realm. When this portal flows freely, you develop what ancient traditions called divine sight, the ability to perceive truth directly, to see through illusion and deception, to understand the deeper patterns connecting seemingly separate events. You become a bridge between worlds, translating cosmic wisdom into practical guidance for others while maintaining your grounding in everyday reality. When blocked by skepticism, mental rigidity, or fear of the unknown, this center remains dormant, limiting perception to purely physical phenomena and creating a sense of spiritual blindness. The sacred teachings reveal that through practices of meditation, visualization, and conscious dreaming, you can gradually awaken this cosmic portal to its full luminosity, developing the clear inner sight that allows you to navigate reality from a place of true wisdom. The Crown Connection, portal to infinite consciousness. At the very summit of your being, transcending the physical body itself, the Sacral Chakra opens like a 1,000-petaled lotus into the infinite expanse of pure consciousness. Win 317. This is not merely another energy center, but the ultimate portal through which your individual awareness merges with the cosmic mind, where personal identity dissolves into universal being, where the journey of spiritual evolution reaches its magnificent culmination. Ancient texts describe this chakra as the chakra of divine bliss, and those rare souls who have experienced its full activation report states of consciousness that transcend all ordinary categories of experience. This is where the mystics throughout history have touched the face of the divine, where saints have experienced cosmic unity, where the veil between self and cosmos completely dissolves. The sacred teachings reveal that this portal exists partially outside the physical body, extending infinitely upward into dimensions of reality that mind cannot comprehend, but consciousness can directly experience. Unlike the other chakras, the crown center has no specific color, sound, or element existing in the realm beyond all attributes and qualities. When activated, it radiates pure white light containing all colors, resonates with the silence that contains all sounds, and embodies a space that holds all elements. This paradoxical nature indicates that crown chakra activation represents a return to the source, a remembering of your original nature before manifestation into individual form. The quantum field reveals that this portal operates as your direct connection to what physicists call the quantum vacuum, the field of infinite potential from which all realities emerge. Through the center, you gain access to what ancient sages called the mind of God, the universal intelligence that orchestrates the dance of galaxies and the movement of subatomic particles with equal precision and love. Those who have experienced crown chakra activation often report profound shifts in identity and purpose. Personal concerns become secondary to service to the whole. Individual desires align spontaneously with cosmic will. The boundaries between self and other, between human and divine, become transparent and permeable. They understand experientially that consciousness is the fundamental reality, that matter is crystallized awareness, and that every being is a unique expression of the one infinite life. Modern neuroscience is beginning to map some of the brain changes associated with profound spiritual states, observing decreased activity in the parietal lobe regions associated with the self-other distinction and increased gamma wave activity indicating heightened awareness and neural integration. Yet these physical correlates barely hint at the magnitude of transformation that occurs when consciousness touches its infinite source. The sacred teachings emphasize that crown chakra activation is not an escape from earthly existence, but rather its ultimate fulfillment. Those who touch this level of awareness often return to ordinary life with renewed commitment to serving the evolution of consciousness on Earth. They become living bridges between heaven and earth, channels through which cosmic wisdom can flow into practical service for humanity's awakening. When this portal opens fully, you realize what the ancient sages proclaimed, Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art, which you discover that you are not a separate being seeking connection with the divine, but rather the divine itself playing at being separate, awakening to its own infinite nature through the magnificent illusion of human incarnation. As we complete this journey through the 7 sacred portals, feel how these ancient teachings resonate within your very cells. The quantum shamans of old understood what cutting-edge science is rediscovering, that consciousness and energy are not separate phenomena, but different aspects of one unified field. Your chakras are not mere metaphors, but actual instruments of cosmic communication, spinning wheels of light that connect your individual awareness to the infinite intelligence that dreams this reality into existence. As you move forward from this moment, remember that you carry within your being the same technologies of transformation that have guided seekers across millennia. Your destiny is not written in the stars, but is being authored moment by moment through the conscious activation of these sacred energy centers. Step forward now as the quantum shaman of your own existence, awakening the dormant portals of your cosmic heritage.